It doesn't really matter how you start it. You want to start perfect. I think it's started.
Yeah, it's recorded.
Alright, we start by giving all praises unto Yahweh, Baal Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Baal Hashem, Makar Kodash. We double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth for the spirit and inspiration of Yahweh, Baal Hashem, Yahweh Shai. We give salutations, salute all the brothers, believing sisters that's in this truth, in sincerity and in continual diligence. We're out here to let the so-called blacks and Latinos know who you are, man. The truth that have been hidden for so long is now being declared. Let's go for the spirit, innit? Let's go for the spirit. They said, 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 27, and evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared. Right, because the truth, so someone's been hiding the truth. And people that are set up to do deceit. Because who's been doing the deceiving? It tells you in Revelations chapter 20 that a certain people is called the devil and Satan and deceive the whole world. And it said that deceit shall be quenched and corruption put out, and the truth that have been hid for so long, roughly paraphrasing, shall be declared. So who's declaring the truth? Who's bringing out the truth? Who was the truth given to? The truth was given to the prophets, the holy prophets, that we can declare things that will shortly come to pass. That's prophecy. Prophecy is truth. If we're telling you things that will happen, and it happens, that's truth. Where?
This is Revelation 22, verse 14. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have the right to the tree of life, and may enter into the gates of the city. For without are dogs, sorcerers, whoremongers, murderers, idolaters, and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie.
Right, so, you know what I'm saying, we're talking about blessed are they that what? That part in the first part.
Revelation 22, verse 14. Blessed are they that do his commandments.
That do his commandments. Because this is the truth of life. This is how people are supposed to conduct their life. Unlike Babylon, Babylon is pretty much telling people to do as thou wilt. It's making the people, the inhabitants, drunken with the wine of, how can I say, transgression pretty much. Hold on, what's the scripture? This is Isaiah 28 verse 7. But they also have erred through wine, and through strong drink are they out of the way. The priest and the prophet have erred through strong drink. They are swallowed up of wine. They are out of the way through strong drink. They err in vision. They stumble in judgment. So all the people that you see walking around that inhabit this Western Hemisphere and pretty much this world, when you don't have the truth, you're stumbling in judgment. The scripture says that their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. That's drunkenness. That's not being sober. That's stumbling, it says stumbling in judgment, erring in vision. We the prophets out here to declare the truth. So to lighten your darkened way, man. So you can see what's about to happen and prepare yourself for the judgments to come. What's that? What are you doing?
This is Revelation 18, verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk the wine, the wrath of her fornication.
You hear that? All nations have become drunken, man. all nations have transgressed the ways of life through America, through Esau, the so-called white man. So the so-called white man, what he's done is he's basically, because he's the man of transgression, he's the man of sin. It tells you that in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, it tells you that this man, he's the man of sin. And when they say that the world is given into the hands of this man of sin, get that. Hold on, let me get this. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof, if not where and to is he. So the scriptures tell you that a people, a specific nation or people on planet earth is in power. That the earth has been given into their hands and they've been doing nothing but deceiving, and said that they've been covering up the faces of the judges. Who are the true judges? Us, the Israelites. The Israelites are the true judges of planet earth. And the elites of Esau have been endeavoring for a long time to keep our identity hidden from us. Trying to make out that the Bible is a fairy tale book. The Bible is the leadest book that's ever made, that's ever been established. It contains the truth of the times and what is to happen in the times to come. But part of the many works of Babylon is to make out that the Bible is a fairy tale book. It is the book of prophecy. Let me get this. This is Proverbs chapter 11 verse 18. The wicked worketh a deceitful work, but to him that soweth righteousness shall be a sure reward. The scripture said that the wicked, the earth has been given into the hands of the wicked, and they've been working a deceitful work. Right? And that's just how the scripture says that woe to the rebellious city, she's all full of lies and robbery. Is it still playing? Yeah.
This is Psalm 64 and verse 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked and from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. This is, I'll start from Psalm 64 and 1. It says, hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
Yeah, so we want the Most High to guide us in the times to come, because the people that rule the society and that rule this system, their intent is evil towards you so-called blacks and Native American Indians. They intend in wiping you out. They intend in putting Lord knows what into your body. They will plan on vaccinating you. You know what I'm saying? And that was the agenda. When you look at individuals like Margaret Sanger, she was a part of the eugenics movement. She even said that herself that she didn't want word to get out that they plan on exterminating the Negro. She said that that's one of her many statements that she now denies. She now denies that statement. So there's a war going on, but that war is not physical at the moment. That war is psychological and social against you so-called blacks and Native American Indians, where it will get physical. It will get physical. Underneath something called the Georgia Guidestones, they want to maintain humanity under 500 million, which means that they intend on wiping you so-called blacks out. They got certain laws that they've got in the books that they plan on bringing out into the open to wipe out the so-called blacks, you know. The scriptures say that we want to be hidden from, read that again.
Right, it says, Psalm 64 and verse 2, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
The secret counsel of the wicked, man. Where
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked and from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
insurrection, the word insurrection means rising up of the workers of iniquity. Now, who is this talking about? Is this talking about any individual, like an individual person? No, this is talking about a specific nation of people. You know?
It says, who whet their tongues like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
Bitter words, because you better believe that the elites of so-called white people, they have secret meetings, man. There is an actual agenda against so-called blacks, and there is an agenda against you. But yet you guys are just walking around like, you see niggas just walking around like there's no war against them.
I like this, I've done this before.
Okay. Pardon?
Got a leaflet.
We don't have a leaflet, but we're out here teaching this. So we've got YouTube websites.
What's your website?
Why are we tested today? Let Jesus Christ be your tester today. Confess of the crime of faith today. Our President today.
Where's your dad's Uganda?
No, but that's Indian. Mom's Uganda. So where does Uganda go then?
Yeah, Uganda, yeah, the Israelites too. The Israelites, like basically, people of this ilk, like so-called Negroes, so-called, those are people of the Bible.
I see Ghana, I see Yoruba, but I don't see Uganda, so I'm like, who do I know? So, and Indians obviously are.
Oh, you mean like East Indians?
No, like Indian, like this Pakistani.
Yeah, you know.
Like half.
Yeah, well, you are with your father. Yeah, we die again.
Right, it's Psalm 64 and verse 3 again. Who whet their tongues like a sword and bend their arrows, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even their bitter words.
Yeah, that's the biggest controversy. Who the nation of Israel is, man. These are the biggest mysteries on planet Earth. Who does that land in the Middle East? Who does that land belong to? Who are the same people that were enslaved in the transatlantic slave trade? Who are they? Who are they really? You know what I'm saying? Who are these black people? You know what I'm saying? Scripture says the nations say, if people would ask why are so many evils come upon his people, we shall say unto them, it's because we sinned against our God. So there's a big controversy about who the children of Israel are, the Israelites. Scriptures talk about the controversy of Zion. So the very same people that rule this society, they've been whetting their tongue like a sword and bend their arrows, even bitter words against us by hiding our heritage, by hiding our true nationality from us. Okay? So there's a very big mystery surrounding this issue. And we the prophets, the Most High put the Spirit upon his elect men in these last days to bring out this word.
You can't tell her which one this.
We don't.
It says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. And they say, you shall see them.
Exactly, because our enemies working in secrecy, man. So, what's the reason?
It says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
You are the perfect. The perfect is talking about us as a people. So-called blacks and Native American Indians. We represent the perfect. And the people who's trying to make war with us is the so-called white people, the ruling elites of the so-called white man. They don't fear against coming up against the Most High's, the apple of the Most High's eye. They don't fear. And there's going to be a judgment. The truth is saying that there's going to be a
Right now in the UK, we have jobs, opportunities. Although a woman is black and have a child, they say that child is not to go without food, shelter, or bread. And that is from the higher ones of whites. We also welcome them into the institutions and add them school.
Zechariah chapter 2, verse
until the color of a man's skin is
verse 7. It says, deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. Because we're in the hands of Babylon, we're in captivity. It says, for thus saith Yahweh of hosts, after the glory have he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you, toucheth the apple of his eye. So those that touch us, you touch the apple of the Most High's eye. And who spoiled us? The so-called white man, these other nations, the Ishmaelites, the Hamites,
beginning of Genesis.
Elon,
blessed is the man that sits not to the seat of his crown. And now the
these other nations don't fear the judgment that's coming. We're here to tell them the judgment that's coming for what they've done to us.
It says, they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search.
Yeah, because they're formulating all kinds of ways to destroy us as a people. All kinds of ways.
These are iniquities and iniquities.
Give me Psalms 8.
Psalms 8. Psalms 8.
The scripture says they've been searching out a diligent search. They encourage themselves in it.
Yeah, there must have nasty where they're on internet.
Because they know according to the Bible that they're condemned.
Nasty, will be an abomination to the Lord thy God.
Psalms 83 and verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O power. Hold not thy peace. Be not still, O power. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
Let's talk about the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
Iniquity!
They've lifted up their head.
Iniquity, welcome. Nigerians are many more of iniquity.
Meaning they're rising up against the Most High by making war with the saints.
Are we not in them?
By making war with the saints, they're basically trying to fight against the Most High.
The
Most High's intent is for the Israelites to rule and planet earth over nations in righteousness. And the so-called white man is trying to prevent that prophecy from being fulfilled by wiping us out. The scripture says, be not still and be not silent, O God, man. Why? Because we need to come back unto our God, because he's the one that's going to save us from the captivity that we're in.
That's not true.
Yes,
Because we can't deliver ourselves.
We don't want mental captivity.
You understand?
We don't want mental captivity.
Because our people, you like to trust in this guy called, what's his name? Grandmaster J. Grandmaster J. Louis Farrakhan. Farrakhan. Okay. You got all these different leaders that our people trust in. But all them leaders should have told them to trust in Yahweh. Because only through him that he's going to save us.
Minister Farrakhan asked if we can do our business, make our own products, our own production, and those who are we are already commodity, parts of the commodity, they reply. I said we can make our contribution in the society as people of color. And that means Farrakhan system. Yeah? And as for the women that went off, they make sure that the woman in the turn, concubines, sluts, whores, and women of low mind, low life, low waist, them kind of way.
This is Isaiah 47, verse 4. As for our Redeemer, Yahweh of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. So it says that our Redeemer is Yahweh. He's the one that's going to buy us back. He's the one that's going to save us from our captivity and all the lands that we've been scattered to. The God of our ancestors, his name is Yahweh.
That's the way of the two.
Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not Jaja.
Then I Genesis.
When you go into the
That's
ancient
that's the God
Hebrew,
of the two.
the name that's there, written in ancient Hebrew, is Yahweh. And he's our Redeemer. The word redeem means to buy back.
Yeah, get two up there.
Because we are the purchased possession, and the Lord cast us away because of our transgressions,
You know
and
what
gave
about
us into the hand. And gave us into the hand of them that hate us. Now the Lord in wrath is now going to remember mercy and is going to deliver us from all the lands that we've been scattered to.
Continue on, it says, they have taken crafty counsel, this is back in Psalms 83 verse 3, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
It says they've taken crafty counsel against thy people. Going back to Psalm 64. How they've wetted their tongue like a sword and bent their bow like their tongue like an arrow. Even sharp bitter words against us, against the perfect man. It's going to say that they've taken crafty counsel. The elites also for white people, they've taken crafty counsel against us.
It says, Psalm 64 and verse 6, they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep.
Exactly, so these people aren't stupid, it says their inward thought is deep. Read that again.
Psalm 64 and verse 6, they search out iniquities.
They search out iniquities. They search out sin. These people, they're trying to find out sin. How do they search out sin? More sin by going into the law. So you better know that the tree of good and evil is the Bible. That is the Bible. That's how you find out evil. That's how you find out good. You understand? So you better know that the Bible, that's pretty much the main book of evil. That's how you find out ways to transgress against God himself. Because what did Paul say? I'm gonna believe this in what's the strength of sin is the law. I'm gonna think that's in the law. What's that? Romans. What's that? That's Romans. Hold on. Hold on. Where's that scripture?
I'm just looking at for you.
Yeah, that's it. This is Romans chapter 7, verse 7. What shall we say then? Is the law sin? God forbid. Nay, I had not known sin but by the law. For I had not known lust except the law had said, thou shalt not covet. So if you want to find out what lust is, the scripture says, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's possession. So this is why you have a society that's based upon sin, based upon lust, based upon everything that the commandments tell us not to do. And the so-called white man, he makes it legal and condemns anybody that condemns the sin and calls it hate speech. You know what I mean? The scripture say, woe unto him that call evil good. Okay, Isaiah 5 verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good. See, the turning of things upside down. Get that, and that's in Isaiah 29. So this man, search out iniquity, search out sin, by going into the Bible, because that's the only way to find out what sin is, by going into the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. And then discovering that sin, searching out that sin, and then legalizing it, making a society where it's legal to do those transgressions. Well,
Isaiah 29 verse 16.
no, let me finish this. Just, it's okay. Woe to them that call evil good and good evil, right? That put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. So these people, they're saying that good is evil. You know what I mean? Good is evil. So when you're saying that a woman ought to know her place, that's good. But in this society, they call that misogyny or toxic masculinity. I'm saying the only way for us to recover ourselves is coming back into the Most High, man. I'm telling you, that's the only way. Our people are trying to follow after their own righteousness. And the scripture says the end thereof is the ways of death, man. I'm telling you. The only way back is through the scriptures. That's how this the life. You niggas need to come back to the light because you lost.
I didn't just wait for enough 3 hours.
It says Isaiah 29 and verse 15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from Yahweh.
Go back to
Isaiah 29 and 16. That's coming up. Yeah, I was just reading it.
Go.
It says, surely, Isaiah 29:16, surely the turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
Surely the turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
It says, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing say of him that framed it, he hath no understanding?
Exactly. Things have been turned upside down, man. You know, when they try to promote the philosophy, the wine, the alcohol, the spiritual alcohol of equality. You know, man and woman is equal. In the Bible, the scripture says that the man is the head of the woman. You don't need to get into it. You know what I mean?
Psalm 64.
You know what I mean? So this is what is happening in society. Esau knows what good is. But by finding out good, he's also found out evil. And this is why this earth is messed up the way it is. Why? Because they've transgressed the laws. That's what we say. We get Isaiah 24, verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. So all this transgression is going to lead to a third world nuclear apocalypse, where major parts of the earth is going to be burned up by nuclear fire. Why? Because the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God have been transgressed. And it's not a game. Give me Baruch chapter 4, verse 1. It's not a game. See, the laws, statutes, and commandments that the Most High gave to us as a people over 3,500 years ago, that's the laws of life. This is how mankind is supposed to conduct. This is how all life is supposed to be conducted, man. How to order women, how to certain things to do in war, how to keep land sabbaths. You know what I'm saying? Purification periods for women. What else? What to do with sodomites? What to do with adulterers, murderers?
Dietary laws.
Dietary laws. Thank you.
Sabbath laws.
Sabbath laws, high holy days. The certain laws, the Most High detailed how mankind is supposed to conduct life, how life is supposed to be ordered. And those very same laws have been transgressed by a specific nation of people. Who is that people? Same people that are running this society. And we told you that slavery is coming from these people, man.
That's right.
Slavery is coming for the so-called white man. Go ahead.
This is Baruch chapter 4 and verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
And it's not a game, man. They think of the laws, you know, every nation has laws. You know, the Chinese got their laws. You know, the East Indians got their laws. You know, the Arabs got their little laws, and the white people there, they got their laws. And they think these laws are just for the Jews. No, the laws are supposed to be the commandments of life. This is how all life is meant to be maintained, by keeping these statutes. And those that leave it shall die. And that's why this place is called the Valley of the Shadow of Death, because there's no order. These laws bring order. It brings order to the world, and therefore evoking blessing and positive vibration from the Most High Himself on planet Earth. And that's why the earth once upon a time was called Eden, which means joy. The earth was a joy because the laws and commandments was in effect in the earth. But now through the working of the wicked one, so-called white people themselves, the curse has consumed the earth. Let's read it again. This is Isaiah 24 verse 5. The earth also is defiled. It's defiled, man. The scriptures say that this very earth is defiled. The air we breathe is defiled. The water we drink is defiled. The food we eat is defiled. Even so much, even the normal inhabitants of the earth that are without this truth, even they're in an uproar. The scripture says, when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. People are mourning because the air we breathe is being polluted by chemtrails. Okay, the food we eat is being contaminated by GMOs, Monsanto. A lot of the food you eat is not even real because of the so-called white man. Right? The water you drink got fluoride in it, and they're polluting the oceans, man. With all kind of, what's the arson, man? The animals can't even bear being in the oceans anymore. So something drastic needs to happen in this earth. The scripture saying, let me read on. It says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burnt, and few men left. So the scripture say the wages of sin is death. When you transgress the laws, the Most High is going to give you your wages, man. He's going to give you your reward for transgressing His laws. The Most High rewarded His chosen people, the apple of His eye, with slavery. The Most High rewarded us as a nation. He gave us the cup of trembling because we transgressed against Him. Now how much more you other nations? Seeing we're the apple of His eye, how much more you other nations of people, especially you so-called white people. You was created to bring evil on planet Earth, to destroy the earth, to corrupt the earth, to defile it, to kill, steal, and to destroy it. If the Lord punish us, how much more you?
Right, this is Revelation 22 and verse 12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according as his work shall be.
Right, you see what I'm saying? That's what talk about. Blessed are they that keep His commandments. So some brothers and elect men and sisters that believe